This game's getting tougher. Each of the levels is taking kind of a long time now. Alright, so we're over here. I just finished this level, now we gotta do this level. Homing Homicide. Alright. No way, dude. Dude, come on.
Aura, I was offered Devin Booker for Cat in a standard Yahoo 9 category league. Would you take that trade? The person who offered also has Donovan Mitchell. Should I ask for him instead, or is Booker better?
That's a tough one. Interesting trades. Devin Booker for Cat. Well, it depends on what your team needs, right? Like, you don't want to. I mean, does your team need what Devin Booker provides? What Donovan Mitchell provides, or is Cat more valuable? Like, do you have more big men who can pick up Cat's slack? Because they're completely different player types, right? So like, you have to make that judgment call. Like, all right, are you super strong in rebounds and have like a bunch of big men? Then yeah, I'd say like make the trade. But if Cat's like your only big man who's good, I wouldn't do it. And in general, like bigs who can shoot threes and hit free throws are rare. So I would value Cat higher than both of those players. I think I would value Cat higher than both of those players. So like, but if you need like scoring and threes, yeah, I think that, and your team has a bunch of other good big men on it, then yeah, I think you could make that trade for one of those guys and be fine. You know. So you got to make that judgment call. Like, it's not a bad trade either way, but yeah, I think I would value Cat higher than either of those guys, because what he offers is kind of a bit more rare. All right, what are we doing here? Damn, that's tough. Cat's been playing bad shooting wise. Yeah, he hasn't been shooting the greatest this year, but that will improve. Guaranteed. Like, I guarantee his free throw percentage, or I mean his field goal percentage will go up. Shit. Man, that's rough. And whereas someone like Donovan Mitchell, he's been shooting very well this season, I think his field goal percentage is going to go down. Yeah, plus Brunson's going to be out for a little while, so Cat should eat, you know. Oh, we get one jump off of that. Yeah, his free throw percentage is great. But yeah, it depends on if you need assists, if you need like scoring. But both those guys are probably going to score a bit more. Glorb check, thank you for the giant emote. Appreciate it. Show me potato salad, thank you for the 100 bits. But like, you know, if you need like threes and scoring, I feel like you can more easily find that on the waiver wire or just in general with other trades. How do I get back? I don't understand. Could I explain fantasy basketball if I'm going to talk about it? Do you not understand what it is? What do you mean explain it? I think it wants me to dash on the low end. Like you compile a team of NBA players and their stats in the NBA games. There we go. Alright. Then, you know, translate it to points for your team. Alright, so what are we doing? I guess we can try to get this thing here. I shouldn't have tried to get that. Fuck it. This is what I hate about this game. This is one of the things I hate about this game and its level design choices. It's like, do a tricky section, and then if you want to get the save file, you need to do another tricky section. But if you die, you have to go back and do the first tricky section again. It's just like so fucking annoying. You know what I mean? It's awful. My least favorite part about the game. And it wasn't so bad, they didn't really do it. What? I had a second jump there. They didn't really do this early in the game. And I guess they're thinking, well, now that it's later in the game, I need to make it harder. It's fucking dumb. It's fucking dumb all of the time. Early game, late game, it's a bad decision. I cannot wait to roll the credits on this. I'm getting sick of playing it. Even though it's not bad. It's not a bad game. That's like one of the biggest nitpicks of the game, because like as a player you want to get those, you want to try getting those.
Why is there not a checkpoint like right there? Like, come on. Just put a fucking checkpoint in.
I guess what I could do is...
You guys have like, the most horrible pacing. It's like, if you are like, testing your level and like, you are running through your level and like, it takes like, a minute to get somewhere, right? There should like, be a checkpoint.
You know, let's do this actually. Let's go down and then like, we can go back up. This will make it easier. Alright, good enough, whatever. Alright, let's lock it in. And, I mean, we can go through here. Where does this lead? I don't even remember. Is this a bonus? I don't know. Ow. Well, that's fucking funny. That's interesting. So when it respawns, the blocks are still in the state that they were when you died. This sucks. So much good level design at all, after all? Not really. I mean, having to go back from the next section is annoying too. Oh, it retains. Oh, good. Oh, wait. Why did that retain? Because I got back up and saved it, I guess. Weird. Is this gonna retain now? Holy fuck, that's annoying. Yes, it does, that's fine. Whatever, where are we going? Where am I trying to get to? I mean... Do I really want to go all the way around just to get another one of these stupid things? Not really. Say, fuck it. Neat. Let's just go. Oh, is this like a save point, I guess? And that's what it's supposed to be? God, this is annoying as hell, dude. So it has checkpoints, kind of. I mean, why make them like room-based checkpoints? I don't understand. This level blows. So now if we want to go over here, we can. Forget it. I don't care. Let's move on. What am I doing here? Oh, I need electricity. Wait, how am I getting electricity? Oh, it's up there. I see it. Okay, where am I going now? I gotta turn on this room. And now we're going back around. Seems like a long room. God, that's annoying. God damn, dude. This reminds you of Dragonfly Chronicles? No, this game's a lot more coherent than Dragonfly Chronicles. What's up, Beastly Ninja? Over on YouTube chat. Damn, dude. Alright, out of there. Oh, this looks annoying as hell. Jesus, dude, come on. No way, what the fuck? Where am I going? Oh, there's this. What? Next. Alright, where are we going here? Dark facility. Oh. Oh, is this like... What is that floating stone? What am I doing here? I wish there was like more of a sound cue for this. Oh, you can rest on there. Okay. So this is like the Meat Boy style where you have each area has its shit. Fuck, man. Each area has its like light area and dark area. Bro. I don't think that little stone there is anything. But I want to be the Boshi. I would have a meltdown. I just don't like games that are purposely bad design. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck about how hard a game is. I want it to be like satisfying to play. I just don't find this very satisfying, honestly. I find it kind of like annoying. It feels like a Mario Maker level that's overbearing. That's what it feels like. You know? Without the polish of like Mario Maker systems. Like this should be, there should be a sound cue. And there's maybe a very, very subtle one, but it's like, it's not good. Need to be sponsored for an easy, popular game? What the hell are you talking about? I'm alive, wow. How do I even make this? I can't jump over this with one jump. How is that possible? Like, what? I don't understand. Is there like movement tech in here that I'm missing? Let me see if I even have to do these levels. What is this? The facility, right? And where does this lead? Final escape. Wait, final escape? Let's see. I think these are like the bonus harder levels that just feel awful. If I don't have to, I just want to roll the credits and get out, man, honestly. I'm sick of this game. How do I get out of this? I feel like this game has promise too, which is this. The sad part, but it would rather be like. It'd rather be like Boshi than like. I don't know, something good. Even Meat Boy level difficulty would be better. Fucking damn it. I feel like this is, man, it's a missed opportunity too. I feel like you can use the, like the alkaline properties. Oh, it just turns off. Alright, good. In more interesting ways. I feel like we haven't even seen anything that's weight-based, like you have to run through a level, collect enough gems to weigh down a switch or something. Need this, I guess.
Hey Aura, hey chat. Want to hear about the pranks I helped pull off at school on teachers? The first one was making a Tinder account for our history teacher. He was married with children around late 40s. Anyway, his wife found out and it went sideways really quick. We ended up meeting the wife and apologizing. Classic. The second was when we stole the deputy principal's car and drove it onto the rugby field. We took off the tires and hid them around the school.
Shouldn't have gone for that. It looked easy though. Holy shit, oh, those are there too, huh? Too small. Alright, we gotta do some of this. Come on, dude. How is that not getting in the thing, man? Wait, so you're telling me like if I hadn't, oh no, never mind. We can break the ice. Oh, we can't go over there though. I could go back and turn it on and then get this shit, but I don't really care that much. How do I even get this? I think I don't want to even try. I don't care. I just want to move on. What is this? Let's save it here. I guess we can turn on... I guess we have to turn on? I don't know. What? Okay, dude. Am I supposed to like... Oh, whoops. Oh, there's stuff here. I mean, we might as well get that. It's not that hard. Oops. Problem is I have one. I need at least 3 coming through there. There we go. annoying. How do I escape all these bullets? What am I doing now? Up. Oh, I don't have electricity. Okay, gotta finish the job. See, this is fun. I wish there was more, like, interesting movement like this. We gotta go back now. Nailed it. Complete the facility world. Complete ending A. Alkali. So this is the ending. Alkali completed, guys. We did it. Fantastic. Do I want to go do all the dark worlds? Do I want to go do all of the... find all of these things? Absolutely not. No, I don't. No, I don't. Oh, we got an ending cutscene. Wow. Jumped into the portal. I thought it was in the forest, though.
Good, good. Another successful experiment.
Wow. We did it. Yay. Alright, guys. Hot Dog Milkshake, thank you for the 106 months. Really appreciate it. Fruit Stop, thank you for the 100 bits. Sayoria, thank you for the 100 bits. Show me. I think it's a joke to this out. You want to know what happens next? Well. Too bad. Go buy the game yourself. I think it was on sale. Oh my god, that's gotta be a Sega lawsuit waiting to happen. Sleipnir Games. What does Sleipnir mean? Horse? Alright guys, we did it. What is this? Experiment 13. I'm good. I beat it. Wait, what does it say? Unauthorized access. There's clearly more to do, but you know what? I don't really want to do it. I don't want to. I rolled the credits, you know, and that's really my objective for all these Steam games. This is no Ember Knights, let's put it that way. Mythical horse. Child of Loki has 8 legs. Oh, okay. Gotcha. My thoughts on the game. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Okay. Not a bad game. But it was kind of annoying here and there. I appreciate the creativity of the concept here, where, you know, you're a man made of alkaline or whatever, and you have different, you know, you react differently to standard, you know, platforming fare, like water. Water is essentially kind of like a springboard, and you have this weird physics reaction, you know. You can set on fire and then catch things on fire. I liked that with the, I think that was pretty cool with the, you know, platforms that were set on fire. I really feel like, and then there's like, you know, the electricity switching on and off switches and like, you know, the level changing. That was really cool, you know what I mean? I feel like the ideas behind this were really cool and creative. So I definitely appreciate that. I feel like difficulty was... I feel like there's so much potential for just cool things to be made. But like difficulty was put at the forefront here at a lot of these sections. And they felt really kind of obnoxious almost. I'm not sure how I felt about the whole weight mechanic as well. I feel like it didn't really add much to the game. I guess it kind of gave you a little bit of leeway in terms of getting hit, you know, like you could get hit and still be alive, as opposed to a lot of platforms, you get hit and boom, you're restarting the room. So yeah, like playing through these levels, the controls also, let's talk about the controls. I'm not a fan of the controls in terms of the speed with which you move left and right and jump, it feels really kind of like, it's like you if you jump with Mario, you're gonna jump and go like this. Whereas this game, it's like you go like, you know what I mean? It's like weird. It has this like weird acceleration midair that's like hard to account for sometimes. I got used to it by the end. I was pretty good with it, but like it's a bit annoying. The story was like, hey, at least they tried to have a story, you know what I mean? Was it terribly interesting? No, not really. I had trouble. I guess we were a facility experiment and a successful one at that. But I wouldn't say the story's good. But at least they tried. You know, they had cutscenes and voice acting. It's more than you can say for a lot of games. The music, yeah, the music is very repetitive. It's not terrible, but it does kind of get repetitive and drones on for a bit too long. I did not say only bad things about it. Like I said, I really appreciate the concept. I feel like they should have used the weight and the size more in a more interesting way. You know what I mean? Like I said, like I mentioned before, like, okay, you collect these metal, I don't know what you call them, metal balls or whatever to increase your weight. And then every time you dash, every time you double jump, every time you hit the water, every time you catch on fire, you slowly lose that weight. Which could be an interesting thing to like say, okay, you have 100 weight, right? You have to make it to the end with like 10 weight to weigh down a switch, otherwise you lose, right? Could have done some interesting things there. There are also a couple levels. The problem with that kind of level design is that it forces the player to, if you make it to the end with like, say, 5 weight or whatever, you're kind of like hard locked. You just, I mean, I guess you could put a reset door in there to allow the player to just restart. But yeah, there were a couple levels at the beginning of the level where it was like the burning levels, and if you were too slow, it was impossible to proceed, which is terrible. There should be an in-game reset room, and you don't force the player to push start reset level. Like, that's terrible. That's awful. Same thing, like I mentioned with some of these save file bonus things. Sometimes it would be fine, but sometimes it would like make you play an entire room, then get to the end of the room and, you know, there's a save file to get. So, okay, you try to get the save file. It's a hard little challenge. If you die, you go back, you have to do the entirety of the room again. Now, oftentimes they made it so you could like go to the next room and come back, but not all the time. And the times when you couldn't, that's really annoying. One of the devs is a speedrunner, so I think they wanted the weight size thing to give them more leeway in making mistakes. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know, but I feel like it could have been used more interesting, both weight and size. Like, I mean, you could get pretty small, but it wasn't like necessary in a lot of areas to do that. I don't know. So overall, it like wasn't a bad game. I really do appreciate the creativity of the concept and the implementation of some of the like course elements. And, you know, some of the levels were okay. Some of the levels were pretty solid. You know, I liked some of the facility levels and the ideas behind it, but I feel like a lot of the times they were just a little bit too overbearing. Like difficult in an annoying way. Whereas they should have been just kind of like more difficult than a standard platformer, but not as difficult as they made it. So yeah, I mean, overall, I'd say I had a positive experience playing this game, but it wasn't like amazing. And, you know, as someone who plays a lot of Mario Maker levels and is familiar with a lot of platform design choices, I kind of easily see the flaws, I guess. But there's good here too, for sure. I can't just be a hater. It was a solid little game, but I don't know, the level design in the main game makes me not want to continue and find like bonus levels or whatever else there is to do, unlock the dark levels, whatever. I think I would give this game, if I had to rate it, on a scale of 1 to 10. 6.1. 6.1 is the final score for Alkali. It's way better than Skyrim, way better. Do I have any Pokemon packs for HK to open on her 12-hour stream today? I don't know about that. But you know what? HK is awake. I hear her over there. She's getting ready. You know, she's like, I gotta wake up at 4 a.m. I was like, geez, you're waking up at 4 a.m. That's crazy. She's doing a 12-hour stream today for her 3-year partner anniversary, so make sure you guys go stop by and say hello. I'm gonna be rating her. She's starting at 7 a.m. She's going 12 hours. Let's do a nice 5-hour Slay the Spire run now. You know what, Dinosaur? That's exactly what I was thinking. Let's play some Slay the Spire. Have a nice run. I gotta be live until she goes live in 2 hours and 43 minutes. What do you guys think? A little Slay the Spire action? You guys down? Because I'm contractually obligated to raid her for her 12-hour stream, you know? Alright guys, let's wrap things up with Alkali. It wasn't bad. Pretty solid game for a random Steam game, you know?